Earlier this week, I talked about the fact that the Democrats are way upside down in the Wisconsin Assembly, as the Republicans have 64 seats to the Democrats' 35, and the Senate 21-12 or 22-13, depending on what happens in La Crosse. It's time for Democrats to go on offense on what else but property taxes. Back in the early 90s, Joe Winnicke co-sponsored a constitutional amendment called the 3% solution, which would exempt the first, say, $40,000 worth of property value on a residential property, meaning you could tax then commercial property at a higher rate. They have similar law in Minnesota. Property taxes for residents in residential homes in Minnesota are lower than in Wisconsin, and the property tax is a killer. Democrats have lost the issue. Democrats should bring that back and offer real relief to residential property tax payers and even farmers. Put the ball back in the Republicans' court. Sure, at that time, Wisconsin Manufacturing and Commerce and other Republican groups fought it and won that referendum. Close vote. Democrats should go on offense again and try that kind of thing again. Otherwise, they're the party of public employees, they're the party of a higher minimum wage, they're the party of more infrastructure and trains. That won't do it. The property tax payer in outstate counties cares more about his or her property tax bill than they care about these other issues. You're 30 seats down. It's time to go on offense. I mean, for years, the property tax in Wisconsin has been too high. We have 3,000 counties in the country, and Dane County is in the top 200 in the highest property taxes. Just a lot of people here working good jobs for the state and elsewhere don't care as much. Outstate, they care. So Democrats have to go on offense on something like that instead of just defending the university and the Wisconsin idea and high-speed rail, things that will not get you a majority of voters outstate. It's time to think of bread and butter issues, meat and potatoes, basic stuff. Or guess what? The Republicans will still run circles around you time and time again. Every time they go on the news and see Dane County public employees protesting, it gets 5 more votes for the Republicans and votes for Scott Walker again. Just saying, my 2 cents. My 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCushion, a lobbyist who worked for Tommy, who knows how to get things done downtown. We can talk about this and more on my podcast at mitchhenck.com at 8 o'clock. We'll talk to you then.